7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 3-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bengals 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Browns 7.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Makes it 3rd.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And this time he is in. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Pollard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Browns.
Now Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll run with Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now a give here to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Here's Nick Chubb, 2nd leading rusher in the NFL last year.
Nick Chubb
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Able to slither by and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
On the carry.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Okay, cool. You can say that.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hurry. Check. Jim.
It's Mixon on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
41-yard line.
A toss left. Mixon. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Cleveland.
Run for Pollard. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Browns ball carrier.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Pollard. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 36. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So much for the run on 3rd-and-1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Cody Parkey set to kick.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton.
And that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Touchdown.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sideline and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And we've got a timeout.
Kevin Johnson.
9 seconds remaining. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
50 seconds to 50 seconds to
A final shot now for Burrow, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cleveland, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will get another road test next.